What's going on everyone? Jammers here back with another Street Fighter V video. Now it's been quite some time since I've done a video with my voice talking over it, and this is due to me working at events or recovering from them, so I do apologise about that. Now I've been playing a lot of Poison recently, pretty much since she was released back in August, and this time round I want to start uploading videos of me discussing her toolset, her strengths, her weaknesses, you know, and stuff like that. So to start things off, let us take a look at how our whip specialist fares against projectiles in Street Fighter V. Now the first tool you may want to consider when it comes to contesting fireballs in Street Fighter V is Poison's H.Love Me Tender. This move goes over the traditional projectile in Street Fighter V and is one way Poison can close the gap between her and the opponent. Keep in mind though that regular H.Love Me Tenders do not have any projectile invincibility. You have to do this move preemptively if you want to go over the fireballs rather than on reaction, because if you do it too late then you'll just get hit by the projectile. Now if you want to use H.Love Me Tender on reaction, then you have to use the EX version. The EX version is projectile invincible for quite a while and is one of the go-to answers for fireballs in the game. It has poor range, so don't use it from full screen. Its ideal range is from half screen. Against EX projectiles however, you can react to them with EX H.Love Me Tender, but you might not always get the hit. If you don't, Poison is still safe on block, so don't worry about it. Either way, you definitely want to be using this tool. The next tool you might want to think about using is Poison's M.Heart Raid. M.Heart Raid is normally used as a poking tool, but in this case, it can be used to trade with fireballs, and this is due to how big the hurt box is. The trade is in Poison's favour. She gets about 100 damage, whilst the opponent gets slightly less. To get the trade scenario, you'll need to play around M.Heart Raid's max range. You have probably seen this scenario happen in matches against fireball characters. Now if Poison wants to get stylish and net more damage, then she can use the EX M.Heart Raid to clash with projectiles and still pull them in. And if she has V-Trigger available, then she can convert into some decent damage. It all depends on her resources. Now to use the EX M.Heart Raid, you have to anticipate a fireball, and I strongly advise that you don't attempt to do this on reaction, because things could get ugly. One more thing to note about the medium regular heart raid is that if it trades with a multiple hitting projectile or the EX version, then Poison will still get the damage, but she'll probably get knocked down afterwards and the opponent can forward dash a couple of times to close the gap, so definitely be careful. The third tool that is pretty decent against fireballs is none other than Poison's critical art, Love Hurricane. Love Hurricane is excellent when it comes to situations like this. It will net you over 300 damage and reset things back to neutral. Now the best time to use this is either to get you out of a tough spot or to get the KO. If you are not confident in reacting to a projectile with the critical art normally, then with V-Trigger you can freeze time to make things easier and still get the punish. This may help in regards to EX fireballs or other situations in general. Using critical art to deal with fireballs is completely situational, as you won't always have it. The same rules apply to the V-Trigger, but let it be known that this is still a legitimate tactic. Now a couple of other tools you can use against fireballs are Poison's Crouching Hard Punch and her V-skill Perfume Swing. Crouching Hard Punch is used in a similar fashion to H.Love Me Tender. You have to do it preemptively for it to work, and even then it only results in a trade. Against projectiles with an arc however, Poison will either trade or get a clean hit. Depends on the version and the character at hand. Heck, you may even have to deal with some pressure afterwards. Now as for Poison's V-skill, this is the least damaging tool against projectiles. It has no projectile invincibility, but it does go over fireballs, which at the end of the day is a plus. You have to be at a particular distance to get a clean hit, and even after that you can't really follow up. This doesn't go through every fireball in the game, but against some characters it can be somewhat helpful. And that's pretty much it for the video people. Judging from this video, I would say Poison has some pretty useful tools against projectiles in Street Fighter V. Some solutions result in a trade, which for the most part work out for her, whilst others are just a clean punish. If you are currently playing Poison or planning to pick her up in the near future, then you definitely need to know how she challenges projectiles. Let me know how you felt about the video in the comments below. This has been your boy H.Love Jammers, and I'll see you guys on the next Street Fighter V video. So until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.